Here's what's happened so far. Having set out on a quest to find his friends, Kolo set sail for Arborea on Sylvando's ship, the Salty Stallion. Before they can reach their destination, however, the party are ambushed by Mordegon's minion, Alizarin. Rab steps forth and flings the full power of Pearly Gates in the creature's face, but it has no effect at all. Diving back beneath the waves, the creature attempts to capsize them, and our hero is thrown overboard in the confusion. But instead of finding himself underwater, Kolo surfaces instead among idyllic plains and rolling fields. There, he meets a strange person called the Seer, who tells him that the Luminary's power can't be lost, let alone be destroyed by the Lord of Shadows. Leaving our hero with a stern instruction to save the world, the Seer sends him back to reality, where he awakens on the seashore surrounded by his friends. They tell him of their miraculous escape from Almighty Alizarin, and then head outdoors to rest before following them inside. Something happened. What? How's it going, everybody? It's your boy LF Jake, episode 33 of our Dragon Quest playthrough. Why did it cut me off early? I was not ready. Okay, so there were rumours about everyone in Warrior's Rest having the same dreams. So we are here to test that theory. We all have the same dream. So let's stay overnight and see what happens.
Such pain, such despair. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret.
Okay.
If only I could go back, I would gladly accept eternal damnation just to go back to that day.
Okay.
Please, hear my plea. You must free this restless knight from his prison of despair.
Oh, so is everyone getting a dream of literally someone asking us to help this night and everyone's just ignoring it and just focusing on the fact that we've got the same dream? Like, I hope everyone's listening to the dream and going out to save the night. Ba-ba-ba.
So we all had the same dream, eh? Just like people have been saying. The poor knight bemoaning his fate, asking to go back.
Oh, it was tragic. He looked so desperate. I wish there was something we could do to help, but we don't know who he is, or even where he is.
Maybe not. But that was Dracilian armor he was wearing. There's no doubt about that.
He seemed like he had a Scottish accent as well.
What do you say, laddie? Shall we go and see what's become of Dundrasil now that this blasted darkness has engulfed the world?
Sounds good. So now we got to go to Dundrasil, which I hope is in this. Wait, Dundrasil's right next to Octagonia, and Octagonia is where we last saw Jade. Who's got some random information for me? You? Then you'll see in two that poor knight begging for help. I'm no expert in the kind of thing, but I guess some guest says I'm from Dundrasil. You know the kingdom got destroyed by monsters. If you're curious about the place, you can go there by heading west. All I wanted to know was which direction to go. Wait. Oh yeah, Dundrasil. Yeah, okay. You know what's weird? I never got my left and right mixed up ever in my life. But west and east, I get confused all the time. This way. I always think that east is right, that east is left, and west is right. Chili Dog, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I mean, we could go around fighting everyone, but... Now, the game wants us to go to Dundrasil, and I suppose we will first. But Octagonia is right up there. Oh! I touched the dragon tail.
All right.
Pathetic. Okay, slightly less pathetic. Dragon Slash. Realistically, this should be easy. Unless this dragon's got an obscene amount of health.
We need to fight and fit. My thanks.
Look at that. What an OP move. Finishing.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Another day, another victory.
Oh. Ooh, Dragon Horn. That could actually be good to making our dragon armor. Oh, there's also a red door over here, which I don't think we've checked out before. We certainly haven't. What's in here? Ah, 3 mini medals. How crap. Get out of my way, tree. Okay, hold on. Ah, yes. Up here. I think the story will point us to go to Octagonia next. I don't think we need to worry about missing out on getting Jade. I think the story will take us that way regardless. His tail was so wide, I don't think I could have got past it. A liege lizard. Do we think he's technically a dragon? Let's try it. I can't tell if that's good. Oh, he does 2 attacks in a row though. He's one of those kind of guys. Oh yeah, that dragon attack did do a lot more damage. Wow. Oh, he's protected from physical attacks, guys. I mean, I don't feel like fire's going to do much, but maybe he's not a fire boy, you know? I mean, this should still hurt. I guess he is a fireboy.
Careful now.
Hendrik! Sorry, Hendrik. Oh, we're going straight down there. No hesitation. Let's just quickly use Kolo's 117. Yeah, he's got more. God damn it. See, we've got a 50% chance of succeeding outside of combat. I mean, I assume the game wants us to go this way. Let's see if we can see this knight. Strong medicine. Probably nothing over here, but not going to hurt to check. Ah. Oh, recipes. Dressed like a Dracilian. Here lie King Erwin and Queen Eleanor of Dundrasil. Thank God this is the right way.
Heavens. This place was in ruins the last time we came. But this is something else. Ah, it fair breaks my heart. Where was I? Ah, yes. It should be around here somewhere. Would you boys do me a favor and shift this little lot?
Well, don't just stand there, darling. If I'm getting my hands dirty, you are too.
Where does this stairway lead, Lord Robert?
To an underground passage that runs beneath the castle. It was meant to allow the royal family to flee should Dundrasil ever come under attack. Right. Let's get in there and see if we can find some clues to the identity of our restless knight, shall we?
So really no one else came to Dundrasil? Even though people knew it was Dundrasilian armor? Makes me sick. Everyone's getting the same dream about a Dundrasilian knight. I'm just thinking, oh, that's cool. We're going to go to Dundrasil and see if there's anyone trapped there. I mean, there's no monsters here. Seems like a pretty peaceful place. This chest is going to be a canna box. I'm sure of it. No, no. Here he is. That was easy.
Such pain. Such despair. Oh. How dare you? How dare you return here? Be gone, servants of evil! You took everything. You destroyed everything. You monsters! I will never forgive you!
Why do I just get the weird impression that this is Erwin? It's obviously not Erwin, right? Kolo's father. That would be crazy.
I'm keen to have a wee chat with our friend here, but something tells me he's got other things in mind.
Let's go.
Such despair.
Stay focused.
Just because we never found out what happened. We know the mother tried to escape with Kolo, but we'd never heard what happened to the father. So let's see, we want to go everyone following orders. This is a boss fight after all.
Ready for anything.
And we are going to start with a remid heal on Hendrik.
My thanks.
Okay. Solar Flare. Sounds like a great time to use it. Not bad. That's a good first turn. Then we'll do multi-heal.
We need to fight and fit.
My thanks.
Not bad. Probably do with a bit more healing. Maybe Metal Slash will do well against this guy. Not bad. I don't want to waste Pearly Gates yet because we're low on magic. Low his defense.
I almost feel bad about this.
Oh, missed. Not bad for a normal attack. Yeah, let's go for a Writer's Reign. Everyone's a little bit hurt now. But I'm hoping Rab can get his turn right now. I'll do multi-heal.
We need you fighting back.
My thanks.
I mean, it's gotta be a normal attack, right? Hendrik can't do much else. We'll try again to sap the guy. Okay. Okay. Did that hurt him? Let's go for a Quadra Slash, why not? Health is looking a bit shawaddy-waddy.
We're not done yet.
Gotta focus on healing Colo. Not bad.
Let the blackness consume you.
I still don't know what that does. Another Quadra Slash, why not? Health's in the yellow. You're making out, Rab. Wow, that's pathetic. Is everyone asleep? Ugh. Senza seems to be good. Oh. I didn't think anyone else had to be pepped up. Uh oh. This is a little bit scary. No one's waking up. There we go. Let's go for a zing. Amazing.
I owe you one.
Amazing, am I right? This time it should work.
Blow away!
Not bad. Oh wow. He's just focused and become pepped. I don't know how much Remid heal is going to help us here. Why is he getting so many turns? This is crazy. Oh no. I can't do anything. Hit and hope. Send him to sleep. Nope. God, who do I even
Lord
heal?
Robert!
Uh-oh. I think we've lost this fight. It's the sleeping. That's the worst thing. The fact that every turn he tries to send people to sleep, pretty much. Or he does this, which paralyzes you with fear. Kind of makes us a bit useless. That's a shame. Thank God you're awake, Sylvando. Okay. You know what? A bit of that is my fault. I could have prepared to start that fight a little bit better. We have to start from the last autosave, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, look at everyone's health and MP right now. It's not great. So let's just heal all. Character builder. Was it Cola that had new options? Someone had new options, right? Showmanship. Must be Sylvando, right? I should level up Hendrik, right? And Rab. I should level up everyone. Let's just do it. Screw it. Maybe this should be my new technique, my new tactic. Is every time I'm stuck in a fight, that's when I level everyone up, or every time I lose a fight. We're using a sword right now, right? So can we get anything with a sword? Critical hit chance, sword stance, the ability to dual wield swords. Go on then. And then Sylvando. He's using a knife right now. Critical hit chance. Cobra strike. Go for that one. And then, nice. We'll also get critical hit chance. Sleeper hit. Victimizer. Poison paralyzed enemies take 6 times the usual damage. That is huge. You know what we'll do. And then we've got Purse Cutter. Is it Purse Cutter or Persecutor? Doesn't look like this Persecutor, I don't know. Nasty Knives. Increase the chance of inflicting status ailments with knives. Is there anything I can afford just to top it up? No. Rab, you're using a wand right now. I feel like I should focus on magic stuff first. Max MP, yeah. Pep up power up. Increase the bonuses afforded by being pepped up. Nah, not for me. Caster Sugar. Nice. Increase the effectiveness of spells. Increase strength. Increase magical mending. That's huge. Agility. For sure. Pep chance plus 5%. I can't afford that one. What about the ones? Beazle Freeze. Does damage to demons, also paralyzes them into the bargain. MP Absorption. Sounds good. Staff of Salvation. Cheeky little heal. Okay. And Hendrik, you're using a great sword at the minute. Parry chance when wielding plus 4%. Sure. Cutting edge. Helicopter. Yeah, sure. That's a groups of enemies that could be handy. Frost fangs. I want to get cutting edge. Just because I want to get great swords attack plus 20. And what's this new thing? Unbridled blade. That's just an upgraded version. What else we got? Heroism. We can't do any heroism yet. So I don't use shields or swords, so it doesn't unlock that tree. You know what? Only because I want to get that strength buff. I should be able to afford this. Then this. Check this real quick. Double up. No. This one. Strength plus 20. And then next I can get resilience plus 20. So now, to be fair, we should be a bit more of a tour de force. Do I have any items that improve MP? Magic water? Yes. Use on Rab. Use on Rab again. Use on Rab again. It gives 30. So if anyone can take 30, they're having it. I think... Can I leave and rejoin and that'll all save? Yeah, autosave, sweet. We should be more than capable of handling this now. Oh, actually, real quick, you're a dual wielder now, right? By the way, you've got a better shield here this whole time. I think... Let's see, I lose about 32 defense and I gain 70 or 61 attack. We'll dual wield. Just for a bit, just see what it's like. Make sure there's no better armor for anyone. Or weapons, actually. I think we're all good. You can have a better shield. This actually does more damage. It gives less charm. But the Falcon Knife attacks twice. Alright, cool. I am very happy. Very happy now. I refuse to be stuck on another boss fight for 5+ attempts. This is going to be 2 and done. Gotta grab the chest. It's got all the recipes in it, right? Oh no. We've already got the recipes. Awesome. Let's be having you Knight. If that is your real name.
Such despair.
Stay focused.
Okay. Tactics, everyone. Follow orders.
Let's go!
Let's see how much more we can do. Start with a Falcon Slash. That's about as much damage as the what-you-call-it move does. The Quadra Slash. This might work. Is this guy a demon? Probably not. Okay, this time we're going to do Cobra Strike, and if he gets poisoned, we can do 6 times damage next turn. Amazing. Oh, well, that's a lot of poison damage. Of course, the one guy who gets cursed is the one guy that I need to attack next turn. We've got a bunch of new moves now, to be fair. That's a group attack. This should do more damage than a normal attack. What? Ah! Rab can remove curse. And now, Victimizer.
Bye-bye!
Holy moly. Seems to remove the poison though. An attack unleashed at random on a single unsuspecting enemy. Bit weird, but sure. A little bit scared now because everyone's low on health and half the team is asleep. Do a more heal on Rab. Let's do a cutting edge against the Restless Knight again. This is a move I do with Sylvando, who can't do anything right now. Let's just heal again. He's pepping himself up. Whoops. Wrong move, but we'll take it. Still a decent amount of damage. If Rab could wake up, that'd be great. I've done it again. I keep meaning to do the other move. These guys aren't waking up. What the flip? Ooh, Hendrix, low on health. Ah, crap. Surely they wake up now. Oh my word. Oh my word. How on earth do they sleep for that long?
Let the blackness consume you.
Thanks, Rab. Not a moment too soon. Sylvando's been asleep for an ungodly amount of time. Ungodly. Awesome. Oh, hello. He's woke up and he's immediately paralysed. Oh, I see. That reduces max HP. Dude, that's huge. Not good. Definitely not huge in a good way. Sylvando's awake, right? He's paralysed, so still can't do that. Sweet.
Focused.
Okay. Hello. Didn't poisoned him that time, but that's okay. We're going to do a mid heal on Hendrik.
Mid heal.
So, Savannah, you're here, right? So I can do this finally, yeah?
Here, honey.
It's actually awful. My other attack would have done more than that.
Leave it to me. Thank you.
Frizz Whiz, I don't think that's going to do much damage. I mean, it wouldn't do more damage than the Victimizer. Or this with a poison. No. I thought that was going to be it. Yeah! Oh! I tried to disrespect. Poisoned. Hendrik, finish him.
Prepare to be punished.
Let's go. Done it in two. We'll take it.
Pain. You took
I said it.
Eleanor. You took my boy. I will never forgive you.
Called it. Absolutely called it.
Eleanor. But that's the old queen's name, which would make you...
Erwin, last king of Dundrasil. Just as I thought.
Me and Rab, wavelength.
A great man, and a fine warrior too, as you've just witnessed. And, most importantly of all, your father. I'm sorry the two of you had to meet like this. What happened to you, Erwin? Come on, laddie. Look at me.
Oh, damn. You've changed.
What in the...
At last you have come. Long have I waited for a kindly soul to free my restless knight from his misery.
So is that Eleanor's voice?
The voice from the dream.
You are correct, of course. Before you kneels Erwin, King of Dundrasil. All those long years ago, on that darkest of days, he fought to the last. The light of justice sustained him, and he refused to yield to the darkness. But with time, that light has waned, and all that remains is the tortured soul you see before you. Lost between light and dark, life and death. I beg of you, help him, free him from his nightmare.
The voice. It's gone again. Who is she?
That'll have to wait. Erwin here needs our help. But what are we supposed to do to help him?
Oh. I mean, what are we supposed to do here? Such pain, such despair. You took my Eleanor, my Colo! You destroyed everything. I will never forgive you. Move in closer. Colo is suddenly transfixed by the void inside his father.
Do I smell fresh meat? It's been a while. Years, in fact. Well then, I need to make you nice and miserable before I devour your tender torment. Watch and despair. Such pain. Such anguish. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret.
Where are we going?
King Erwin, it is a great honor to be invited to celebrate this most special of days with you.
The birth of your son and heir is a source of great joy and happiness to us all. Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Thank you. Thank you. Aye, this is a momentous day for Dundrasil. I am truly humbled to be lucky enough to celebrate it with you all. My dear Sultan, King Gustav, allow me to welcome you both to Dundrasil. You honor us with your presence.
The honor is all ours, King Erwin. Truly, it has been far too long. 1,000 thanks for preparing such lavish festivities. Though, of course, we are not here merely to celebrate. Today's colloquy of kings shall determine the fate of Erdrea for generations to come. I, for one, mean to see that my people's interests are well represented. You will forgive me if I grow a little passionate at times.
It is the first time the rulers of the four kingdoms have ever gathered under one roof, you know. A momentous occasion indeed. But the reason itself is a momentous one, of course. The birth of an heir to the title of luminary is an event of unparalleled significance.
Indeed it is. Thank you once again for agreeing to meet so readily. Now, I have some final preparations to make before we convene the colloquy. I will come and fetch you when we're ready to begin. Guards, I don't suppose any of you have seen King Carnelian?
I was just thinking, who's the leader of the fourth nation? It's, of course, Carnelian.
Yes, sire. King Carnelian is walking the grounds with Lord Robert, sire.
Do you reckon this is like the night of the attack? Or like the night before? Who can I talk to here? There's no need to be so impatient. We'll get to see the baby just as soon as the colloquy of kings is done. I think they might be getting started with any minute now. Actually, I saw the King Erwin head into the courtyard. Oh, there he is.
King Carnelian, Lord Robert, I will be convening the colloquy shortly, if you'd like to make ready.
Lord Robert informs me that the boy bears the mark. That he is the luminary reborn.
That's right, aye. I've decided to present him to you all at the colloquy. The sight of so many people gathered to celebrate his birth has brought home to me how important he is. How much hope the light he brings represents.
Save it for the meeting, Erwin.
Don't take it to heart, laddie. The fate of all Erdrea hangs on the luminary now. Not everyone's going to be happy about that. Right, it's nearly time. Why don't you go and fetch the wee one from Eleanor's chambers?
I presume Eleanor's chambers are going to be upstairs. How many times do I have to tell you? Queen Eleanor's chambers are through the door and on the left. Sorry, I'm new here. Through these doors? And then on the left?
Aw, he's so tiny.
Jade!
Can I touch him, Lady Eleanor? I promise I'll be careful.
Can I touch him? What?
I think he likes you, Jade. He wants to play. He's a very special boy, you know. They call him the Luminary. People have all sorts of hopes for him. But I just hope he grows up to be like his father. That he can help people to overcome their problems. Just as Erwin does.
I hope he grows up to be nice and kind like you, Lady Eleanor.
This is definitely the night of the attack, right? It's even raining.
King Erwin!
The colloquy's about to start, Eleanor. Will you hand me the wee one? All right, wee man. Let's go and talk to some scary old men, shall we? Don't worry. Daddy'll look after you.
Oh, Erwin. You don't need to hold on to him so tight, you know. Let the poor boy breathe. Would you look at it thundering away out there? And on such a special day, too. It's making me feel uneasy.
Come on now, Eleanor. There's nothing to worry about. We'll keep you safe no matter what, won't we, wee man?
And what about me,
Hey, you don't need me to protect you, Jade. You've got King Carnelian. Your dad's a force to be reckoned with, and no mistake. Right. We better get this meeting started. I'll see you later, Eleanor.
Good luck. Both of you.
I wonder what they're saying now. I suppose the colloquial kings will be starting soon. Do you know what the room they'll be in? It's in the throne room. Straight across from the throne room. You daft galoot. This being the throne room, straight across means over here. And straight opposite to the other side. I've not saved it in a while, so let's just do that. Literally my first save of the episode, so that could have gone very badly.
This child, he is the one?
He bears the mark. There's no mistaking it. Dark One riseth, tree descendeth, luminary, man defendeth. Light's mark shineth, hand extendeth. With his coming, black night endeth.
The final poem in the Book of Erdwin.
The legends tell us that the Dark One was defeated by the Luminary in the Age of Heroes, bringing eternal peace to the world. But, as I'm sure you haven't failed to notice, monsters walk the land once more. The peace of Erdrea is under threat.
The kingdom of Svardsrust has already fallen at the wicked creature's hands, and King Arnut with it. He will be sorely missed.
And now a child has been born who bears the mark. Which brings us to a reason for gathering here today. What does all this mean for Erdrea?
You speak of the Dark One, of monsters running wild, of the peace of centuries crumbling. But surely, the birth of the child signals an end to our woes. Now that the Luminary is among us, the balance can be restored, the peace can be maintained. All is well, is it not?
You believe that the presence of the Luminary will ensure that peace prevails? Can you be certain? Forgive me, Lord Robert, but the Book of Erdwin contains another poem concerning this matter, does it not?
It does. The very first poem. The prophecy. World tree's gift, first of many, bold, bright, blessed luminary. Thy light doth a shadow cast. Lo, the Dark One, bleak, black, vast.
What are the two of you implying? That the Luminary causes the appearance of the Dark One?
Without light, there cannot be shadow. Without darkness, the stars cannot shine. This has always been the way of the world. Darkness and light must coexist. So, indeed, the birth of the Luminary may well be what causes the Dark One to awaken.
You dare to imply that my son is somehow the source of our troubles? That the Luminary isn't a force for good?
Can we be certain that he is? Evil does not always take a monstrous form, after all. You must have noticed the sinister glow emitted by Erdwin's lantern of late. Ever since your child was born, in fact.
What are you trying to...
The star sings at night, you know. I have heard it. It sings of Erdrea's destruction.
Who is this King Gustav guy? We've never seen him before.
King Gustav is right.
Ah, don't you start.
Ominous footsteps approach. We all hear them. As the leaders of this world, we owe it to our people to root out even the slightest hint of evil at its source.
Oh, jeez.
Even when that source is painfully close to home.
Why don't you just come out and say it? You're asking me to kill my own son. My own flesh and blood.
Something happened. Not long before the child was born. I'm sure some of you saw it. A great, blinding light shot up from Yggdrasil and set the sky aglow. For a moment, it seemed that night had become day. We saw that same light on the evening he was born. It was shining from the mark on his hand. The child is a force for good. I have never been more certain of anything.
He did not give rise to the darkness. He was sent to drive it out. Light and dark are not two sides of the same coin. The light of the luminary is a gift. A gift that will cleanse the world of evil.
A rousing performance indeed. Of course, if you had shown even a whit less conviction, we would have had no choice but to remove the child from your care. The Luminary is the child of Yggdrasil. He alone can bring light to the world. He must be protected at all costs.
I hope you will forgive us our little test, but we had to be sure how strongly you believed. Your face.
That's a strong test, because what if he had agreed to it?
I am satisfied. Send him to Heliodor when he comes of age. He will be trained in all that he will need to fulfill his destiny. We must confer upon the Luminary the power to lead us all.
King Carnelian. Everyone. I don't know what to say.
Very good. The most pressing item on our agenda is dealt with, and it ended just as I knew it would.
Now the matter is settled. Our kingdoms are united in their purpose.
Let all be as Yggdrasil wills it.
That concludes the colloquy. Now, all that remains is to introduce the Luminary to his adoring public.
Thank you, King Carnelian. My friends, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Now...
Your Majesty!
What is it?
You must flee the palace immediately. Monsters! Hundreds of monsters!
We're under attack. Everyone, we have to get out of here now.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go, I guess.
Where is the Luminary, Babs? Give him to us.
They have come in force, but they shall not have the child. Lord Robert and I will keep them at bay. Take Eleanor and the child and flee the castle. Now!
But King Carnelian, this is suicide!
God damn it.
You need not fret on my behalf. I am not in my dotage just yet. Now go!
Thank you, both of you.
Oh, Rab, what's he gonna say? I just hope Owen made it to the throne room. Don't you worry, I'll make sure of it. Get him, knights. Oh, is this guy? It's still his first day. Yeah, he'll be shouting at me when he sees this. You get him.
King Erwin, there you are. We were so worried.
You're alive. Oh, thank the heavens. When we saw the monsters coming, we feared the worst for you both.
Never mind that now. We need to get out of here, all of us. Come on.
Who's this guy?
No matter what
Oh.
happens, I will get you out of here. I promise. Let's go.
Some cool armor. I'm supposed to go in this way, right? Down here, maybe? Oh! A save point. Gang, it's been an hour. This is where we're going to end this episode. At quite the impasse. Thank you everyone for watching. As always, I do appreciate you. We will be seeing you next time. This has been episode 33 of our Dragon Quest XI playthrough. And until then, I've been your boy Elusive Jake, and I'll see you later. Yeah, ciao for now. Bye.